How many of you, for example, when I said have a conversation about what you don't know about culture, you kind of do that throwaway line, I don't know what I don't know. Did that occur at your tables? How can we possibly know what we don't know, right? Here's the problem with that. When it comes to culturing, that's a risk. Nowadays, in the 21st century, if you don't know what you don't know about culture, you're at risk. If you don't believe me, go and talk to the financial sector in Australia. Go and talk to the law firms in New Zealand. That's unacceptable in the 21st century. You need to know categorically what you don't know about culture and be okay with that. Do you get the idea? So you've ticked it off and go, yep, we don't know about that, but we don't perceive any risk in not knowing, therefore we're happy to move on. Or we don't know about this, we've identified there's some real risk associated with this, we've investigated, right? And we're committed next year to really get into this. You cannot not know about culture in this day and age. I'm going to show you all the data and all the reasons why. Right? So it's game on. And I'm just kind of been doing this long enough now where I'm almost on a bit of a, to be honest, a bit of a mission around this, because I'm just really, really tired of watching well-meaning, very intelligent, hard-working people go under because they didn't understand the culture bit, which blows my mind as an anthropologist, right? Because this is our species A game. Human beings' culture. Everywhere. Always. It's the thing we're brilliant at. It's why we're the dominant species on the planet, right? Until we get inside organizations. And then we organize the living daylights out of it. We kill it through organization. Why would you do that? Right? And all the work you're seeing being done inside organizations around resilience, diversity. You hearing this stuff? Mindfulness, agility, right? That's all culturing. The reason we're having to do that work now is because we weren't paying attention to it in the first place. Right? So we're madly scrambling now trying to play catch up in a thing that we're organically, innately got PhDs in. Like, how did organizations miss that? It's just bizarre, right? Just bizarre. So let me kind of just give you a little bit of the backstory about why I'm so impassioned about this. I was introduced to an anthropologist, and I promise to quickly explain what that's all about. My wife and boss, Shah, here in the room, also just overheard people outside, standing outside grabbing coffee, going, what's an anthropologist? So I thought I'd better quickly cover it off and make a distinction between the other guys. Right. You're familiar with the guy on the right? Anybody so young they've got no idea what I'm talking about? So you all know Indiana Jones? Somebody? No, I'm looking at the young people going, yeah, nah. Everyone else that's older than me seems to think this is significant. Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. Right? It's on Netflix, is it really? Okay, so if you're young and you don't know what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor. Brilliant movies, agreed? Really, really cool movies, very funny, right? So this guy is a character that's based on an archaeologist. Very, very quickly, because I don't want to dwell on this. It's about as interesting for you as I was going through our wedding photos. We get a kick out of it and bore the living daylights out of you. Anthropologists, right, study living cultures. So our job is to go into an environment where people are active and busy doing stuff, observe the culture in action, and comment on its survival likelihood. That make sense? So our job is literally going to an environment going, yeah, that's not looking good. But we've always done it this way. Yeah, I know, and that was great for the first 10,000 years. Right? We're now here. That's not going to cut it anymore. The archaeologists, on the other hand, study dead cultures. Right? So they go into environments when the cultures got obliterated for whatever reason. Could have been a meteorite, could have been a famine, could have been warfare, could have been sickness. Do you get the idea? They dig through the ruins like ancient Egypt or ancient Greece or the Mayans, find the fossils and try and figure out, it's like crime scene investigation, right? What went wrong here? Right? So they go in and kind of explore dead culture. So if I'm really blunt, our job is to put these guys out of business. Our job is to keep your culture alive so you're not here. Make sense? So everything I'm talking about is everything we learn in anthropology, and we only study one word in anthropology. So I've got a 4-year degree in one word. It's called culturing. What is that word? What does it mean? So think about this in your business, right? How does culture form? Where does it come from? Who owns it? Who leads it? Who truly leads it? Who really, really leads it? Why does it change when you don't want it to? Why doesn't it change when you do want it to? What are its dynamics? How does it operate? You get there? 4 years studying that one word just on that. And this is the bit I'm talking about. Organizations seem to have gone, whatever.
We'll just delegate it off to people and culture. Good luck, you hippies.